Day 2.
Are you about to give up? Wait, listen to me. Before you give up, why don't you think about these things? You're welcome.
30 days of motivation.
30 days of motivation.
30 days of motivation.
30 days of motivation.
This is my lesson I learned from giving up. After failing at some point, after meeting some challenges, I stopped that process, which means that I give up. So what are the lessons I learned from giving up? I would say number one is challenges and obstacle doesn't kill dreams. They come to mature you. Yes, when I give up, I realized that the problem isn't about the challenge itself. It's about how I respond to it. One of the things I discovered is that life happens to everyone, but our response is what determines what the challenge does to us. There are some people that will meet the same challenge. Some will grow with it and some will fall by it. Challenges either make or mar you, either breaks or makes you. So I would say that every challenge is like a gym. It's like a gym for your mind and for your spirit. And what feels like it's a weight that is meant to crush you actually can strengthen you. So what is your response to that challenge? What is your response to life? I would ask you, what is your response to the things that happens to you? Because when I give up, I realized that if I have pressed a little, I would have actually break through that thing that is happening to me. So I would say that why don't you stay a little, push a little, and before you know it, you're going to find a breakthrough. Number two is that there's always a way. It's just that you've not thought through it yet. Sometimes giving up blinds you to possibilities, but when you pause a little, you will see that there are doors you've not knocked on. You will discover that there are things that you've not tried. There are strategies you've not actually stretched out. What you thought is the way is only the beginning of another. So why don't you think through it? Why don't you take a pause and think through that challenge and say, what is another thing I can do? What is another strategy I can put in place? And I'm sure that you'll be able to find a way over that challenge or obstacle. Number three is that tough time does not last, but tough people do. This is like an age-long quote that my father used to actually say, that tough situations does not last. It's just tough people that last beyond that situation. So that teaches me that the storm feels endless. Sometimes it feels like it's not going to end when you are in it, but it always passes by. It always stops at a point. It's only how much your mind has toughened. It's only about how much your spirit has gained strength. Giving up often robs you of that stronger version of you if you had stayed true. Staying true always gives you strength and improves in the version of yourself that you might have not have seen if you had not stayed true. So I would ask you a question: will you stay true? Whatever challenge you are passing through, please stay true. Number 4, challenges and circumstance happens to everyone. Giving up was the only choice I made. Everyone faces the voice that says quit. The difference is the response. Many times I thought I was the only one that faces challenges, but I discovered that everyone faces the point where they feel like giving up. But what I discovered is that some people pause, some people push through, and there are some people that quit. Giving up wasn't the end of my progress. It was the decision that I made, that I decided to give up. I would also encourage you that why don't you pause and push through rather than giving up? Because giving up is just an option. If you can push through a little, you will be able to see the beginning beyond the end that you're thinking of. And number 5, giving up has taught me that there are other options, better options than quitting. Quitting feels like a relief at the moment of that decision, but it creates regret in the long run. Now I know that there are better options. Rest, rethink, slow down, ask for help, try again, but don't give up. You can rethink, you can slow down, you can ask for help, you can take a pause, but make sure that one thing you do not do is quitting. So what's the real lesson? That giving up is not the end, it's only a teacher. It taught me that there is one thing stronger than my weakness. It's my decision. The only thing stronger than your weakness is your decision. So if you can take a pause, rethink that decision, you will discover that challenges and obstacles is not the end. It is just a lesson to bring up a new version of yourself, a stronger version of yourself, and it's just to tell you that your decision is stronger than whatever happens around you, and that your decision is as strong as your weaknesses. I am Ojo Jeremiah. See you on day 3.